How many conspiracy theorists does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. But he didn't act alone. Today, we bring good things to light. Just like one of my roommate Jeff's favorite conspiracy theories that, for many years, a shadowy group has been hiding from you an invention that could instantly solve the Earth's energy crisis. After all, pretty soon it's gonna cost more to fill up the gas tank than to pay the rent on Jeff's in my apartment. How intriguing would it be to believe Jeff's claim that 60 years ago a conspiracy began to hide from the world a device that could make unlimited free energy and transmit it without wires, through the air, directly to you, rendering oil refineries and power plants obsolete and making your utility bill into nothing more than scrap paper. This one already reminds me of that time in film school when Jeff went to great lengths to try to convince me that the Apollo Man moon landings were faked on a Hollywood soundstage.
To welcome Dr.
Jeff even asked Buzz Aldrin to comment on that when Aldrin came to speak at NYU, and the astronaut just looked at him and said, yeah, right. It was cleverly done by NYU film school graduates. Now the same civilization that has to fake sending men to the moon somehow invents a device that can produce free energy, and then hides it for 60 years. Jeff's internet sources have been chattering away that this old man who's always refused to talk and has first-hand knowledge of this device has somehow resurfaced in a nursing home just on the other side of the East River.
First thing tomorrow, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna get this cat to tell us a story.
Alright, so we'll go to Queens. But it's still a gallon of gas just to say I told you so. What are we afraid of? Men landing in black helicopters?
You know, Peckerhead, you're gonna wake up one day and realize you're the one living in a fantasy world here.
I'm sure that I'll be checked into this place long before that happens.
Come on. I don't want anybody at the front desk tipping the sky if we're here.
Why don't you tell our subscribers about your mystery man?
Alright, this is Max Rosenberg. 2 months ago, he moved into here. He was the last guy to see Tesla alive and one of his only confidants towards the end.
Tesla?
Come on, dummy. Why don't you tell your subscribers you at least know who Tesla is? Jesus. Nikola Tesla. Discoverer of radio waves, remote control. Basic things that we use in our everyday life, right? Like Edison's electricity.
Him, I know. Light bulbs too, right?
You see, that's where you're wrong. Edison was the fraud of the 20th century. Wholesale ripoffs of other people's inventions while taking the credit for it. He stole Tesla's alternating current technology and claimed it as his own. And you know what? The only reason nobody ever refutes this is they're in on it.
Jeff's conspiracy theories require the holders of some great secret to keep quiet for years, thus remaining in on it. I can understand the incentive for ex-presidents to be in on it, or for former members of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, but when it requires a web of anonymous confidants and witnesses to keep the rest of us in the dark, there's a certain burning question. Why?
Are you Mr. Max Rosenberg?
Yes, I'm Max Rosenberg. Who are you?
I'm Jeff, and this is Sam. Look, I was wondering if I could have a minute and maybe ask you a few questions about Nikola Tesla.
Now, all conspiracy theories have to start somewhere. In 1943, Nikola Tesla, who was indeed the true discoverer of alternating current, claimed to be working in his suite at the New Yorker Hotel on another invention that he said would once again change the world. He disclosed few details to support his fantastic claim, but called the invention by a simple name.
Was Mr. Tesla working on something, a device, when he was in his suite called the Teleforce?
Never very business savvy, Tesla had long seen several others reap the benefits from his discoveries, while he himself struggled to pay his bills.
What makes you think I know anything?
Well, I know that you were his porter when Mr. Tesla lived in the New Yorker Hotel. And he barely left his suite, so you brought him all of his meals, and I'm sure you're the last one who saw him.
After Tesla died, the safe in his room where he kept his research was opened in front of several witnesses, and it was completely empty. There was no trace of any device or any secret plans. Conspiracy theorists are convinced that someone got there first. Someone who came in after Max Rosenberg said goodnight to the scientist for the last time.
I also know that you left your job right after Mr. Tesla died.
Now, Jeff's theory was that there was some connection between Max's departure, Tesla's death, and the mysterious Teleforce. Now, I'll admit there's the basis for a good yarn here, and I want to believe in free energy as much as the next guy.
People have waited for 60 years to find out about this. And soon there won't be
Conspiracy
anyone left.
theorists dream that one day, someone's gonna break down and reveal a smoking gun, thus making believers out of all of us.
I'll tell you everything that I know about the Teleforce. But absolutely won't go any further unless you promise to do something for me. When I left, I took something of Mr. Tesla's from the hotel. First, you have to promise me that you'll help me return it.
The man's dead.
Look, Sam.
Not to him. To the New Yorker Hotel, and I need help doing it. I'm old, but I'm not senile. Have we got a deal?
Wow, I fully expected Max Rosenberg to be as dismissive as Buzz Aldrin had once been. But maybe it's not I told you so just yet. But it is a long way between here and free energy.